Good evening, person that we treat like a moron. Get ready to stop thinking for yourself as we tell you what you should think for your protection.
What if we're watching the daggone news and they actually say that to us? What would you say? Like, we're sitting there watching, good evening, person that we treat like a moron. Like, we're going to tell you what to think. And you're just sitting there looking at it. This is wow, man.
Our control. And to be inclusive, I'd like to share that my propaganda words are he, him, climate crisis, and stands with Ukraine. Tonight, we'll be feeding you bull about Monkeypox, the sequel to the pandemic. We can't wait. Along with the latest in transgenderism, how being fat and disgusting is sexy, the disinformation government. About Monkeypox, the sequel to the.
Hey, I want y'all to see the picture of the trend of the two sex bathrooms that he had.
Pandemic. We can't wait. Along with the latest in transgenderism.
Look at that right there. Look at the one in the middle, man. What in the world, bro? Like, come on. What in the world? You got a woman, then you got on the other end, you got a man, then in the middle, you got a woman and a man and a woman. Like,
how being fat and disgusting is sexy, the disinformation governance board is dead, the Texas school shooting, and how Kamala Harris is being more brilliant than ever. But first, George W. Bush took a break from being forgotten about to give a press conference to admit his guilt. Take a look.
The decision of one man to launch a wholly unjustified and brutal invasion of of Ukraine.
Even though the public doesn't pretend anymore because of what's called proof, W apparently forgot that he's still supposed to pretend that he didn't unjustly invade Iraq in the exact same fashion that he's accusing Putin of with Ukraine. A nostalgic reminder that corruption can be on either side of the political aisle, because back then it was on the right. And today it's still on the right because we tell you so. And at a level of self-discovery, it's beautiful how W sees so much of himself in Putin. Some people forget just how good Bush was at not being intelligent. Though there is one man, and one man only, who makes George W. Bush look like a genius.
I can taste it.
I didn't know adrenochrome.
I can taste it. Where do y'all find these creepy videos of Joe Biden, man? Where can I go? Who's TikTok? Who's TikToker y'all following that's like providing y'all with these creepy videos of Joe Biden? I can taste it. Look like Adam Sandler and y'all know the little look he used to do in Happy Gilmore.
Chrome had any flavor. Thanks for letting us know, Joe. And here's President Brandon wearing a mask all by himself as he's getting off a plane and then removing it as he approaches actual people. Theatrical performances are hard to coordinate, aren't they, Joe?
President Brandon. That still blows my mind that y'all say that let's go Brandon. I didn't know what that was, and y'all was messing with me for a while with that, but now I see he said President Brandon.
Is actual people. Theatrical performances are hard to coordinate, aren't they, Joe? And here's a picture of Biden not knowing what he's looking at as he's protecting himself from a piece of paper and a pandemic that ended 2 years ago. And in other news, if you liked Convalescent, then you're gonna love the sequel, Monkeypox. But as Cassidy Campbell says, I can't believe it's Monkeypox season already. I still have my Ukraine decorations up. After globalists held a Monkeypox rehearsal exercise last year, a Monkeypox outbreak is coincidentally happening right on schedule. Due to censorship, all we can tell you about Monkeypox is that the only way to protect yourself from it is to be scared and obedient. And to help you with that, we'll continue to be your most trusted source of fear-mongering as we give you authoritarian commands to obey.
How does okay? I have a quick question, and y'all know the answer to this. I'm certain you do. How does JP get away with this? Because other people can't say anything about the stuff that he's speaking on, and this dude is just firing away. And I get it. Okay, he's poking fun of it. I got you. But he's still speaking on it. I don't want to be all scary or nothing, but I'm just saying.
Most trusted source of fear-mongering as we give you authoritarian commands to obey. But what we can tell you about the monkeypox outbreak that definitely wasn't planned is that Alex Jones predicted it. Just something to think about. We got him completely deplatformed and he's still at it. Like, are we gonna have him assassinated?
Yes.
Great. That'll be very helpful to us. In response to the recent outbreak, Bill Gates says, monkeypox, that's cute. Hold my beer. Smallpox, can't wait, Bill. You don't happen to have a cure for the disease that you're promoting, do you? This just in! He does. That'll make you feel either much safer or much more terrified. You be the judge. And of course, anytime you have people who aren't completely controlled by
Much more terrified, because if a person already has a daggone a cure, then that means they created the daggone, or they had a hand in creating the daggone problem.
the one true narrative that we bring you, partially funded by Bill, you'll have people dangerously doing their own thinking. And in response to that, we're saying Bill Gates predictably triggered the monkeypox outbreak. Oh, I mean, monkeypox triggers new conspiracy theories about Bill Gates. I just pulled a W. Bush, didn't I? Whoops. We can just edit that out.
We're live.
Oh, well, no problem. We'll just edit people's thoughts. Monkeypox is gonna kill you and your family. Bill is here to save you. He's your only hope. And anyone who doesn't believe it is a dangerous extremist. Now go dye your hair blue. As Bill Hicks once said, you are free to do as we tell you. And now for our viewer comment of the week. Cool Papa J Magic says, a government that is allowed to break the law during an emergency will create an emergency in order to break the law. Well, cool Papa J Magic, we can confidently say that we don't know what you're talking about. Now get inside and stay there for the next 2 years. Also interesting how this video has over 4 million views.
That video went crazy. In a month, 4.1 mil. I reacted to that. If you ain't see it already, go see it. I was the first person to react to it. I probably wasn't the best one, but I was the first.
I guess people love to watch female swimming for some reason. Moving on. DC Drano, aka Rogan O'Hanley, points out in the ever-devolving world of Marxism, the pronoun people have now added yellow and blue stripes to show support for Ukraine. But gay marriage is banned in Ukraine. Some people mistakenly think that the pronoun people are blindly standing for both because they're under some kind of mind control program, but we assure you that is just not the case. And speaking of the trendiness to pretend that other people's objective reality should be based on your imagination, Bill Maher said this recently.
If this spike in trans children is all natural, why is it regional? Either Ohio is shaming them or California is creating them. It's like that day we suddenly all needed bottled water all the time. If we can't admit that in certain enclaves there is some level of trendiness to the idea of being anything other than straight, then this is not a serious science-based discussion. It's a blow being struck in the culture wars using children as cannon fodder.
Well,
You know what? I've been saying that, and I've been saying that for years, and people have been pissed at me for saying that for years, and hopefully that's not something that get me canceled. Listen, I'm just gonna put it out there. I had a podcast. I still have a podcast. It's on Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all those places, SoundCloud, and it's the LFR Family Podcast. I didn't put anything in there in a long time, but before I even started my YouTube channel, I was recording through my phone into the podcast, and a podcast, they let you call anything a podcast as long as you record it and you just send it up to the cloud, so for them to be able to disperse it and put ads on it and make money off of your stuff. But anyway, and y'all know I have not always been the same thinker. If you want to know what type of thinker I am, check out those podcasts, but don't check them out so that you can cancel me. That's not what it's about. Just to see any type of growth, if there were any. If there were any. I probably even went backwards. I don't know. But I used to say that all the time, that that homosexuality was more of a trend than it was people actually feeling that way. Like it was trending up for maybe the last 10, 15 years. I'm talking about trending up at a pace that was just ridiculous. In the last 10 years, I'll say. And everybody saw that it was popping, and the people just wanted to be a part of it. Not to say that a lot of people weren't in the closet, wasn't feeling some type of way, but that's how I felt about it. And I was very vocal because I wasn't a partner of anybody's platform yet. So now that I am, I gotta be quiet.
We'd like you to know that Bill Maher has officially earned our most coveted title. He is transphobic. He thinks like a liberal and is completely unwilling to think like a leftist. And we don't want you to know the difference or how to think, so we are glad to smear him. You are canceled, Bill Maher. In order to combat the very dangerous message of Bill Maher that empowers people to embrace what's called reality, we sent one of our top scientists to testify before the House Judiciary Committee. Here you can see her questioned by Congressman Dan Bishop. Take a look.
What do you say a woman is?
I believe that everyone can identify for themselves.
Okay.
Oh, that's the crazy lady that said that daggone men can have babies.
Do you believe then that men can become pregnant and have abortions?
Yes.
Wow, take that, Dan Bishop. She
Wow.
owned you. Haha, that's the power of science. And him being a conservative, it kind of looked like he tried to... Let's take...
JP, you the GOAT, bruh. Somebody send this to him, man. JP, you the GOAT when it comes to this stuff, man. This satire, this is you, bruh. You are killing it. You are killing it. Ain't nobody doing this like you, man. No, boy, keep going, man. This is crazy. That was good. That was damn good. Like, as a content creator, I see the brilliance all over that right there. Great damn job, man. It was timely as hell. Like, perfectly timed. Great job.
Being a conservative, it kind of looked like he tried to rape her, didn't it? Let's take a look again.
What do you say a woman is?
Yep, he definitely tried to rape her. AOC, add him to your blacklist. And with that, we'll be right back after a quick word from our sponsor. Women's infertility is a major issue, with infertility rates approaching 30%. With men, it's even worse, with infertility rates hovering at 100%. But we have a solution. From the makers of Zoloft, we bring you Testicle Off. Testicles are a proven cause of infertility, but with Testicle Off, that problem is removed. Ask your local third grade teacher if Testicle Off is right for you. And we're back. In Texas, as Governor Greg Abbott was updating grieving families and reporters about the tragic mass shooting at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas, the world's most testicleless man, Beta O'Rourke, interrupted Governor Abbott.
Sit down. You're out of line and an embarrassment. Sit down and don't play this stuff.
Shooting is right now.
Beta decided that what the world needed more than to respect the gravity of this situation and the tragic loss of the grieving families was to make the moment about him and his political agenda to disarm the population so the authoritarians of the world can have an easier time controlling Americans. As Beta and his very smooth crotch were being thrown out of the auditorium, the mayor of Uvalde said this to him.
I can't believe you're a sick son of that would come to a deal like this to make a political issue.
And our fact checkers have fact checked the mayor's words as true. In other news,
I can't believe you're a sick some come here trying to make politics about politics. That's true. You came here like, okay, are we coming to like really discuss something? Don't bring that bias BS over here. This is a serious situation right now.
Sports Illustrated has virtue signaled in a big way. Perhaps we could even say in an obese way, as they're now promoting the precursors of heart disease as sexy. Jordan Peterson chimed in by saying, sorry, he is Canadian, not beautiful, and no amount of authoritarian tolerance is going to change that. But as we at the media have taken on the burden of protecting you by telling you what to think and feel, we can assure you This is not sexy. This is sexy. And this is even sexier. This is the best female swimmer in the country. This is the leading medical authority. And this is the president. Kamala Harris is at it once again, redundantly using words that lead nowhere so that we can get somewhere that isn't anywhere. Take a look.
That when we talk about the children of the community, they are a children of the community.
Well,
what? Kamala Harris, when you ran, my wife was extremely excited. Ooh, a black woman's gonna be the vice president. It's gonna be so beautiful. And I'm just learning some things, and I'm not happy about it. And then when you're shown on clips speaking, no, they're always no. I'm not happy with it. Sheesh. I just don't like being wrong. That's it. I just don't like being wrong, man.
we know that at least 2 people are impressed by what she said.
Invasion of Iraq. I mean, of Ukraine.
I can taste it.
In our final story tonight, rest in peace, Disinformation Governance Board. The Ministry of Truth has been shut down by the Biden administration after receiving just a little bit of backlash. The Brandon administration has decided to put its arm of censorship on pause while it seeks to find a different way to do the same thing that isn't as painfully obvious. Let's take a look at some of the highlights of the Disinformation Governance Board's greatest achievements during its lifespan that didn't last as long as CNN+.
I want to be rich, famous, and powerful.
Disinformation's origins are slightly less atrocious. It's how you hide a little lie.
Hi, if you're listening, please tell me what to do. What do I to be famous and powerful?
Well, apparently you didn't the right people because you're done, Nina.
What the heck? Who was that? Who was that again? I gotta check this out. Who was that? Who was this lady?
During its lifespan that didn't last as long as CNN+.
I want to be rich, famous, and powerful.
Disinformation's origins are slightly less atrocious. It's how you hide a little lie.
Hi, if you're listening, please tell me what to do. What do I to be famous and powerful?
Well, apparently you didn't the right people because you're done, Nina. That's it for tonight's news. Tune in tomorrow to become an even more flaccid individual. We're coming for your children, but you won't notice because we're starting the next pandemic. Good night.
All right, so yeah, JP is the man. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about that in the comments below, and if you have yet to hit that subscribe button, please make sure you do so on your way out the door. Once again, guys, my name is Van, and now we are all the LFR family, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video, hopefully inside the Patreon as well. And shout out to all of our new Discord members and Facebook LFR Family Live Facebook group members. Welcome, guys. Welcome. And don't be mean to trolls, okay? I'll see y'all next time. Love you.